Hey everybody, how you doing? It changed light dramatically, didn't it? Huh. Okay. How do we look here? I'm late, of course. Totally forgot it. Figured I had to put on some makeup and actually brush my hair. So it was like, oh, this might take a few minutes. A lot of people will get on board because, of course, I am a full 12 minutes late. Hey, Kate. Hey, Nicoletta. Yay. Hi. Hello, hello. Orlando, I know you want to come over. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I was actually too lazy to have the long walk downstairs. That's when you know it's a whole other place of lazy. I just don't feel like walking downstairs to go to my shop. Hi, Rosemary. So these are interesting times. How's the image look? What is this looking here? I should go back. No. Is it too bright? Am I overexposed? Hey, Nancy. I can't even read everybody's name. Elizabeth, hi. Okay. So, how's this look? Am I looking too bright? Am I looking badly lit? Joanne. I think everyone's screen self-corrects anyways. Looks fine? Okay, thank you very much. What are you doing? I know. Say hello. 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 No. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Not even a word, huh? Okay. So, good. Thank you. So, where do we even begin? The newsletter went out Wednesday night? Wednesday at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So it should have landed in everyone's mailbox, I believe, Thursday on the 2nd. Today's the 3rd or the 4th. 3rd. 4th. I don't even know. I put the date on the thing. Wow, this is awful. So let me just start by saying, and I think everyone here knows me, Laura Lenhart, and please click like on the video if you enjoy the content and subscribe to the channel. I think all of you are. Hey, Debbie. No, you're not late. I'm rambling. I think I said everything I wanted to say in the newsletter. I don't know what I can add to that. If you haven't received it, if you didn't get it, please message me, not here, not in the comments, because I can't seem to pull those up after, but send me a message on Facebook or, hey, Faith. And your candle went out, Faith. You know, that should be arriving soon in time for the full moon. I should say Cheryl's candle. And what? So if you haven't gotten the newsletter, message me, send me a text, go on the website, let me know what's going on, and I'll get that out to you. And now it's going to shake here. Dear God. All right. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. People are they've gone from being, I think, elated and oddly buoyant to resigned, and now they're getting a little mean. People, I'm watching stuff on Facebook. I always watch Facebook, not just the individual posts, but the tone overall. And there's a mean-spiritedness that's starting to go on a little bit, or people are just backing off it altogether. They're just staying off Facebook. They're checking out. And this is such a great time to take an online class. It's such a great time to cook and to bond, and many of you are. I'm hearing, as I said in the newsletter, great stories about families coming together where there was a lot of anxiety around going to school. Family dinners are back in vogue here. But there's a tension, and with that tension, people are there's engaging in risky behaviors. I just got a message before I started the video. Westport, people are breaking into cars if they see hand sanitizer, so don't leave things like that out. People can see. I can't imagine breaking into a car for a bottle of hand sanitizer, but there you go. Not great. Personally, I think the worst of it's past, but it's very hard to tell what's what because the numbers are being played with. And I'm saying that again, not in denial. I'm in the whole self-regulated isolation. I closed my shop as per schedule. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. But hearing from 3 different hospitals, 3 different nurses, regardless of what the cause of death is, if it was respiratory, even if they tested negative, COVID-19 is going on the death certificates. So we can't really be sure what the numbers are. And why they're doing that. It could be financial for the hospitals. There could be a financial gain to that. Everyone wants a piece of this bailout money. And I'm sure there's a big chunk of it there for the hospitals too. And I guess it's not so much about conspiracy for me. I'm skeptical. I've always been a skeptical person. Probably it's my packed 8th house, very scorpionic Pisces trait I have. But I do always ask myself, why is somebody saying that? What do they have to gain by that? And I always say, follow the money. As frustrated as people are with the president, I'm not so much. I look at Congress with a skeptical eye. I look at Congress and say, you guys have the jobs for life, not the president. The most we're going to deal with him is for 8 years. But the Congress, some of these guys have been around since Brontosaurus has roamed the earth. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I hold them accountable. So I'm thinking about politics. It's hard though when finance and people's well-being and the public health, it's very hard not to go there. And I do it more in my newsletter, but just be on guard. Keep your guard up. Watch, see what's going on in the streets. Watch your neighborhood. Talk to people. Reach out to people. See how they're doing. And I think most of you guys are doing that. My people always are. But it doesn't mean everybody else is. Okay? So who has something to gain? Same thing. That's right. Absolutely. So, dinner date. That's sweet. That's sweet, Faith. So that's all I want to say. I don't have anything spectacular. Hey, Janice. I do love nurses. I mean, some of the hospitals are wild, and some of the areas of the country are wild. We're seeing New Orleans, for example, is being devastated at the moment. I know here in Connecticut, Waterbury Hospital is getting hit very hard. But then we see no new numbers in the nursing homes. We're seeing they're moving people around, so it's hard to tell what's going on. And so yes, I agree. Follow the regulations. We do need to self-isolate. We do need to maintain a safe space. Do I think we had to shut down the businesses and close our economy? No, I don't. I'm just going to say it. I don't. But we did. Not every country did. Sweden didn't. Sweden absolutely didn't. They closed their schools. They told people who were at risk to stay home, self-isolate, but they didn't close any businesses. They didn't shut down their economy. And frankly, there's no more deaths and no more COVID-19 there than any place else. So, and they're surrounded by Eastern European countries that did all that did shut down. Germany, and I was just listening to a man out of Switzerland, last name Gross. And it was interesting to hear what his theories about this are. He's someone who handles the precious metals for Switzerland, and very involved in politics there in Eastern Europe. And there was a whole other sensitivity, a whole other country heard from. Okay, and so I would say too, to do that, if you have the time, go on YouTube, check out videos, see what leaders and financial analysts are saying outside of America. What's going on in Western Europe, what's going on in Eastern Europe. They're very different places. And my gosh, what's his first name? It's Grass. If you look up Switzerland, Grass, Grass, he's just in a few videos. I kind of vetted him a little bit to see he is respected. Is who he says he is. He's very involved in politics, and he's very involved in the gold standard. And so many people think this is a big swing to get us back there. Other people think it's a big swing to go cashless. But it definitely has done some possibly irreparable damage to our economies. And the longer this goes on, the worse it is. And I've said from the beginning, this was just as much about crashing economies and changing financial status as it was about a virus. It's just, okay. So anyway, could you excuse me? You got to get up here, okay? So that's what's going on there. Toilet paper continues to be a shortage, but other products are back on the shelves. Claudio, thank you. Claudio Grass, what do you know about him, Nicoletta? Anything? He sounded good to me. And as I said, I checked out his site and some other information to make sure he was legitimate, and he pans out. But he just did a big video on YouTube. Anything? You would know him, of course. Nicoletta's Italian, but she just came back from Brussels. And she's here in the States, thank God. She's home. But Claudio, yeah. He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he talks. They have the same accent. And they don't say, they use another word. They say guys. So we would say like these men or these guys. And it sounds so funny. It's like a mafia. The guys, the wise guys. Okay. Yeah. It was interesting. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thanks, Orlando. Anyway, great stuff. He's been, has everyone's animals been crazy? Because mine have been crazy. Crazy. Thank you, Orlando. That was sweet. You don't usually do that, buddy. Why don't you go back in your cage now for a while? I'm kind of tired of you. Okay. That was fun, huh? Yeah, the animals have been nuts. Fighting amongst themselves, arguing, discipline problems, lots of bitchy. Yeah. Yep. It's like toddlers in the house. They've been just nasty, some of them. And I know everyone's routine, and a lot of the sleeplessness, I'm hearing about that. The dreams. I mean, that's obvious. We're in a crisis. So nightmares are a given. But all of us, it's the routines being disrupted that's really affecting. Yeah, nuts. It's funny. Yeah, the dreams are rough. Keep a glass of water next to your bed, just plain tap water, plain glass. Let it sit there. Don't drink out of it. Check it for bubbles, and throw it out the door, out by the street there, and fill it up again until you get a time where the bubbles aren't in the water. That seems to help with sleeping. I can't read details here. Phone readings are possible. Yes, I'm doing phone readings. We've talked about doing classes. The only thing that I'm not doing, and why I'm not doing it, and again, Claudio talked about this, is there are so many people on the internet right now. There's so much activity, and I really think I'm kind of taking a step back from that. I'll be back on with stuff, and the Friday Night Lives that I want to do, the Saturday Night Lives, excuse me, Saturday Night Lives, dear God, the Talisman After Dark, did the premiere one a few weeks ago with Andrea, but I'm kind of stepping back from YouTube and stepping back from social media to give other people a chance to talk and share information. I've been busy doing phone readings, been busy setting up products, and I don't want to burden an already burdened system between people working out of the house and everyone making videos and everyone sharing information. I'm good. I do my newsletter. You guys know how to reach me. I'm okay with not being part of all that. There are classes on the way. There's more programming on the way. So please subscribe to the channel. But I'm gonna wait until this passes. I don't think it's gonna be much longer. I think we will hit the April 22nd date, be back in business, if not before. I don't think that this is gonna be sustained. Yep. Well, the water, as I've said before, some of the readers read with a glass of water on the table. And I was introduced to this by Pina, who had hurt her knee, and she was downstairs in the Monroe shop and said, "Could you put some water in this glass for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, Pina, I'll bring you some bottled water. You don't have to drink tap." She said, "No, it's not for drinking, it's for reading." And I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "You never heard of that?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "Bring me the water and I'll show you." So I brought her the water. It was just a plain glass. And she goes, "What does it look like?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like a glass of water." She goes, No. Just look at the water. How does it look? I'm like, "It's clear." She goes, "You see bubbles?" I'm like, "No." She goes, No. I said, "No, there's no bubbles in this glass." She goes, "Okay. If I have a very negative person sitting here, I'm going to call you down to look at the glass." I'm like, "Okay." Forgot all about it. About 3 o'clock, she called me. I went downstairs and she goes, "Look at the glass." It was like 7 Up. And I was like, "Damn." She goes, "Woman who was just here was so negative, and it goes into the water. And that happens at night when you're dreaming. It is why so many people have visions when they're in the shower, or why the bathroom is such a hotbed sometimes of activity. It's the water flowing. Even though it's flowing through pipes, it's still flowing. So if you're having trouble with sleeping, if your kids are having trouble with sleeping, just a glass of water next to the bed works wonders. That's our first line of defense, and often that's all you need. Few nights, the water next to the bed, a little salt under the bed, maybe. It's an Irish technique, keep you safe during the night. Railroad spike is one of my favorite. If you're really feeling like there's something on you or coming around, I think at this point everyone has gotten my sage and salt bath cleansing papers that I've written. So if you need help, if you need anything, message me on Facebook or send me a email. lenhart@comcast.net, lenhart@yahoo.com. Either way, just message me and I'll get back to you. I always do. All right. Let's throw cards. I didn't even do a spread. I thought we're just going to wing it. That seems to work well. 6-card spread. What's going on immediate? What's the situation? What's going on immediately? And what the future holds. Not looking too far out. And we're going to start with Pisces. I'm going to go backwards. Yep, salt under the bed. I'm looking at comments. I'm sorry. For someone who has a little ADD going on, this is sort of a interesting. All right, Pisces. It kind of reads like a book. Page of Cups, the Judgment, and the Ace of Coins reversed. I'm going to say, Pisces, you're keeping it together. Looks like you're in good company, or you're enjoying good company, or you've got people around you who are being good company. Money is an issue. Ace of Coins reversed. Looks like, financially it would be nice if money's not coming in. The Hermit reversed, that is the Hermit reversed is the self-isolation card. Hermit upright is feeling lonely. Hermit reversed is pushing people away, or the need to stay away, not letting anyone else have input in a decision perhaps, but in this case, literally physically isolating, choosing to isolate. The idea of doing something different, the idea of, this idea of judgment, perhaps different job, making some changes in what you do, doing things differently. 6 of Cups reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. it's you're not happy being home. You'd like to be out and about. Looks like you're getting a little stir crazy. Pisces. Pisces and Sag have an interesting bond because at one time they were both ruled by Jupiter. Pisces was ruled by Jupiter until the discovery of Neptune, and Jupiter is expansive and wants to travel. That's why Pisces and Sagittarius often get along well from a conversational and intellectual basis. They don't do so well in relationships, but for a friend, Pisces and Sag are great. They both like traveling. They both like philosophy. They both like educated conversation. And they both really don't like being fenced in. In this case, I'm going to say Pisces is probably climbing the walls, especially you younger Pisces out there. I would think you're really struggling with this and concerned about money and tired of this whole self-isolating thing is writing pretty hard. 7 of Cups reversed. The idea of changing careers, again, I say that because the Ace of Pentacles is reversed and Judgment. But the last card I pulled very quickly was the 7 of Cups reversed. You know what you want to do. And when you get to be unisolated and things get back to normal, you'll know what to do with it. It's going to be tough. These readings are going to be tough because we're all pretty much stuck in place. Aquarius, the Sun, the Devil, and the 2 of Cups reversed, the 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands. Well, Aquarius, now it's so funny because I just posted something. It was a great article from Elsa's blog, but it was about social distancing. And if ever there was an oxymoron, okay, social distancing is an absolute social. That's an oxymoron. Those two words just don't belong together, right? And yet that is Saturn Aquarius personified. That is such an Aquarius thing. Come close. Let's be together. House of brotherly love, the humanitarian. But hey, not too close. Aquarius has to maintain autonomous. Aquarius, the rebel. Aquarius, revolutionary. Aquarius, do not tell me what to do. I'm in this group, but they don't go for group mentality per se. They need their own space, their own privacy. I'm saying all this because I'm seeing the Sun, which I always say, Sun and the Star, 2 best cards. But I'm seeing the Devil. I'm seeing the 2 of Cups reversed. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords reversed. Ma'am, you might be really getting tired of being stuck with the people you're stuck with. 2 of Swords rock in a hard place. Whoever you have to social isolate with, I'm going to say it's getting to wearing on your nerves. 2 of Cups reversed. People aren't seeing eye to eye. Probably getting a little toxic up in there. You're not saying anything. What's the point, right? For a lot of it's going to be, again, the readings are tough because what's the point? You can talk about wanting a new job, but no one's hiring until this is over. My own daughter was asking me, and I'm like, honey, it's just, she was waitressing. She's in college in Florida, waitressing at this huge restaurant on the beach. Well, they've lost the whole spring season. They've lost spring break season. And for a lot of them, the college students they put that money aside for the rest of the year when things aren't so good. Summer isn't a great time in Florida for wait staff and service people. They've lost their busiest season. So everyone was being very critical of Florida for not closing down earlier, but this is their busiest time. This is when they make all their money. So it was very hard. It would be like making Salem, Massachusetts close down in October. When they make all their money, September, October, and November. That's when Salem rocks. So for Florida, this was a tough one, closing the beaches, closing the restaurants. And I agreed, needed to be done. I'm not, suggesting we need to question that. I'm just saying, when we talk about crashing economies, this is what we're talking about here. Aquarius, the saving grace for you is this 7 of Wands. I'm going to say you are backing away from people, backing away from interaction, and you're looking at schooling, education, you're looking at classes, you're trying to, I don't care what you're doing, you're watching YouTube videos, tutorials, or you've actually enrolled in school, that's how you're distracting yourself. Books, education, training, classes, anything but listening to the yap, yap, yap of the people you're stuck with. I don't think you're enjoying that at all. I don't. All right. So, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Well, the Three of Wands reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and the Six of Coins reversed. Oh boy. Well, whatever debate, whatever argument, whatever, it's over. It's over. I think Capricorn is most affected by the fact that, and would be most affected by the fact that the institutions and the industries and the things in place, the solid, what we expect to have happen, our foundations are being rocked. And this would be very hard for the average Capricorn who relies more on logic and relies more on structure. Capricorn's a very structured sign. It's why they're so successful. They structure themselves. They work within structure very well. So this really, the idea of using your intuition and feeling your way through something, not their strong suit. Okay, not their strong suit. I do like, the Three of Wands next to the King of Swords, which speaks to cerebral activity. Again, another sign that's training, studying, bettering themselves, finding ways to improve their mind and with an eye to improving their social status or their work situation. And I see the Lovers here. So I'm going to say here again, like Pisces, I think you've got people around you that care about you. I think you've got people around you who are supporting you. I think you've just are champing at the bit to get back to work, to get back to normal, to see things where they're supposed to be, which is what Capricorn really wants. They just want everyone to do the right thing. That's Capricorn. With Virgo too, to some extent, but Capricorn expects you to do the right thing. Virgo is there like to help you do the right thing. But Capricorn, you should just know what the right thing is, and you should be doing it. So the idea that people are not being respectful, the idea that people are behaving in risky behaviors, the idea that this is prolonged because of that, oh my God. Work on your Capricorn's last nerve. At the Nine of Cups, good things are coming, Capricorn. Nine of Cups is a great card. I do a Nine of Cups wish spell kit. Nine of Cups is your wishes coming true. It's all going to come together. Keep reading. Keep your mind busy. Try to think about the chaos outside because there's a lot of chaos. I would say for Capricorn, keep off social media. Certainly back away from the news. I've tried. It was so funny. Someone gave me a really sweet compliment, and they said, "Thank you for the posts you do on Facebook because they're so silly, so ridiculous, and they really take my mind off of what's going on." And I thought that was nice to read because I do try with an eye to that to be silly or funny. I do have a weird sense of humor. I know that, but with some education, I was tempted to post that. I was really tempted to post that video, and I may post that Claudio Grass video. I was gonna say maybe that's too much, but you know what? Nah. All right. Well, Amy, I love you too. I think the wacky dreams, Allie, are because we don't know what's coming up next. We don't really. I mean, we believe we know what's happening, but we're kind of playing fill in the blanks. And that's the thing about dreams. There are people who have prophetic dreams. If you remember that show Medium, she often had prophetic dreams. And I have people who tell me they dream it and it comes true. That's a type of dream, prophetic dreams. But in general, dreams are a wish your heart makes, Disney. But it's also how our mind problem solves when the logic is turned off when we sleep. So when with logic taken out of the equation, while we're sleeping, our brain is free to go all kinds of crazy places, with an effort to solving problems, working through dilemmas, getting through angst, anxiety. It's yeah. Okay? It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory going on. You know, who says you can't have an Oompa Loompa making the chocolates? Who says you can't have a rivet of chocolate? I mean, when they kept saying, well, how can you, who says you can't have squirrels doing the work? You know, of course you can. That's your dreams. Okay? It's also my first crush was that chocolate man. The little girl. I thought he was awesome. Okay. Being proactive at work to improve my position. Nicoletta, you are my little dictionary description. Open Capricorn. We'll see Nicoletta's pretty face. That is so Capricorn. Read her comment. That is textbook Capricorn all the way. Okay. Anyway, I am looking now at Sagittarius. Yes, Sagittarius. Going backwards. Okay. I'm trying to keep my mind sharp too here. Sagittarius. This is interesting too. So, starts off with the Ace of Cups reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, the Hangman reversed. And given this, I'm going to say Sag is probably looking at whatever relationship they're in or not in, but is feeling like they're either being taken advantage of, they're being taken for granted, they're being not being appreciated. They're not saying anything about this because, again, we're in this situation where what are you going to say if you're self-isolated? This is the wrong time to be saying I'm moving out, or I don't want to be here anymore. This is not the right time for that. It's like it's not the right time to look for a job. I mean, it's the right time to look for a job, but there are no interviews going on. So get your applications out. Absolutely. Do I think anyone's going to get hired in the next few weeks? Probably not. She does this Amazon or something. I probably not. Right now, Sag is just not feeling the love. Not saying anything, which is not like a Sag because God knows they run their mouth constantly. Love you guys. A Sag moon myself. I'm here talking too, but we're not. Sagittarius is not known for shutting up. In fact, that's their shadow is foot in mouth disease. If there's a way to say the wrong thing at the wrong time, they are on that. Like, mwah, thank you, Sag. They're not hypocrites though, and they're not fake. They're really just, didn't you want to know the truth? I thought you wanted the truth about that haircut. And yeah, okay. Didn't have to ask me if I got it on sale, Didn't have to ask me if I cut it myself. That wasn't necessary. But okay. Now I know how you feel about it. My eyes are itching. I think it was a particularly mean joke by God to decide, I'm going to blame this on God, it's the man thing, to have the COVID show up at the same time as allergy season. So we could all just freak out every time we cough or sneeze. It was well done up there. Timing was perfect. Sag. So what do I see, Sag? I'm seeing Justice. I'm seeing the Emperor reversed, and I'm seeing the Moon reversed. I think Sag is worried about their job. Everyone should be. I'm not seeing a reason for that, even though the Emperor is reversed. I'm seeing Justice here. If I don't see financial loss, Queen of Cups reversed. This is tough on Sag because it's not like Sag to not talk, but even a Sagittarius, when there's no productive way to get your point across, they're going to self-protect. And I think for Sag, the idea of not necessarily feeling like you're being appreciated or cared for, but also not sure about how secure your job is, Emperor reversed, Moon reversed. But I'm seeing Justice here. So I would see a furlough as opposed to, or a layoff as opposed to being fired. I don't see financial loss here for you, Sag. I threw another card, which was the Queen of Cups reversed. So I will tell you this, and this is something with Sag. There's a few signs that when they're stressed or upset, they will tend to either self-medicate, Libra, you're another one, or they engage in risky behavior. And Sag, you fall into that category. You will maybe spend money to buy lottery tickets or drink more than you should. A lot of Sagittarians, that's your go-to. One too many bottles of wine or glasses. I said bottles, I meant glasses. Maybe I didn't mean glasses. Maybe I did mean bottles. But the idea of I can't say anything, I'm feeling trapped, I'm not appreciated, and go solve your problems by climbing into a bottle, not a good idea. And yes, my bird did poop on me. That's what you're looking at here. Isn't that pretty? So sorry. So I sent him away. So yeah, Sag, it's a cautionary thing. You pull yourself out of it. Get outside. We're not, and the words have been incorrectly used, we're not on lockdown. We're being asked to self-isolate. We're asked to be responsible, but you can still get outside. You can still take a walk. You can still hug a tree. Hug a damn tree. As old as that is, as people feel foolish doing it, find a big old tree. Biggest tree you can find, one that you're drawn to. Look at that tree. Stand near that tree. Ask the tree if it wants to help you. You'll see a sign. You'll see movement. You'll feel it. Trees right now, the sap is running. They're coming alive. They want to help. Hug the tree. Hug the tree as hard as you can. Tell the tree how much you appreciate this. Let it go. Just pull it all up and push it out, because that tree will take it, ground it out, okay? It's not going to dissolve the energy, because you can't dissolve energy, but it's going to transmute it. It'll lift it from you and put it someplace else. And it will go into the ground. It'll be negated, and there you go. Because energy can be changed and shifted. It just can't be destroyed or created. We know that basic principle of energy from my brain just went blank with the name of great scientists. But anyway, that's one thing to think about doing. But Sag, you especially, get outside, go for a run, get your dog for a walk, just get out of the house. You need to get out of the house. Okay? All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, the Hierophant reversed, and the Nine of Coins, and the Master. Well, Scorpio, the Hierophant reversed. That is two things. One is it can be feeling like you're stuck in a rut and pulling yourself out of a rut, but it's also the Hierophant is the institutions. Hierophant is institutional thinking. It's a marriage card, because marriage is institution. But it's any sort of regulated idea. It's the idea of doing things the right way. And it's reversed. It's reversed. But I'm seeing the Nine of Coins. I'm seeing the Magician, which speaks to me of being able to navigate this. Scorpio is able to navigate this. In fact, it kind of feels familiar for most Scorpios. Scorpio is good at that. They're good at the hidden. They're great detectives. They're great at navigating dark waters. Okay, talk about the dark state. Well, that's Scorpio's realm of the detective, the scientist who looks for a cure, obscurity, shadow work. Three of Coins reversed, Knight of Cups, Queen of Coins reversed. Well, it looks like you like what you do, love what you do, but the money isn't there right now. You're not making the money you need to make. You're not making the money you want to make. You're not making the money you need to make. Both things going on here, okay? So, but here's strength. You're gonna persevere through it. You're pushing through. That's all I can say. You're pushing through. The money will be back again. It is going to get back on schedule. It is going to get back on track. And there's almost a weird sense with Scorpio with these cards, as if you already know the outcome, like you're keeping a secret, which no one keeps secrets better than Scorpio. Things you're not telling people, things you're keeping to yourself, but there's a sense of when you're watching a movie. I'm thinking of my sister-in-law watching Maleficent, and I remember she told me I knew how that movie was going to end 10 minutes in. I knew it would be her, and she was the one with the kiss, and I knew it was going to be. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't, I was just, enjoying the movie. But that's Scorpio. Not only are they 10 steps ahead, but they've already seen the most likely outcomes. Even in these uncertain times, even with that Hierophant reversed, they're already well aware. Not business as usual. That's okay. Not business as usual. Things are going to change. They're cool with that too. Things are going to change. And they're already seeing 1, 2, 3 possible outcomes. It's almost like playing chess. All the different ways you can move those pieces. That's where Scorpio is right now. They're actually okay with this. I'm going to say most Scorpios are okay. Just playing the hands they're dealt, playing them well. Scorpio, I got to say too, usually does very well in a crisis. 8th house is all about crisis, metamorphic changes. It's the deep stuff, You see here. Orlando, yeah, he's a riot. Okay. Libra. Okay, so the world. 5 of coins reversed, the 5 of swords upright. Oh, looks like might be needing some help, going for a loan, going into the 401k, whatever you're doing, you're doing it to sustain yourself. It's going to be okay. Queen of Swords. The 8 of Wands reversed and the Chariot. Well, the Queen of Swords, listen, swords are air, and Libra, for all that they behave like a water sign in many cases, with their love of beauty and their emotional and their attachment to movies and sensitivity and romance, Libra is an air sign. That's logic, okay? Which makes Libra a very potent friend or a very powerful enemy, okay? Libra, they're on team no fucks given. Remember that. Next time you think you can push over your sweet little Libra friend, who's always happy to fix your hair, always happy to come work on your house, always happy to do something, because Libras really love doing that. They're helpful and they're sweet, but let them think you don't appreciate them. Let them think that you didn't invite them to something that you could have invited them to, or left them out of a party, or that's not going to go well. And they'll walk away. They're not going to make a fuss, because God forbid, but they're going to walk away from you. And then that next time you need that or want that company, you're going to find yourself just pissing into the wind. Libra don't play. So in this case, because we're looking at money and career, Libra is very much focused on work, very much being logical and moving forward. They may need to ask for help. They may need to ask for a loan. They may need to ask for help. But it's only to put enough gas in the car so they can get where they need to go. It's just to sustain them during a short time. 4 of Wands is success, professional success, enjoying success. This is a blip, okay? And I also don't see finances getting any worse than they are right now. But you may need to pull money out of savings, that like 401k kind of stuff, where you've got to actually go or ask for a loan, get a loan. You may need that right now, Libra, just to get you through this hump. All right. But again, no financial failure, and I do see success coming. So I'm not worried about you, Libra. Virgo. Okay. All right, Virgo. Oh, all right. So 5 of Cups, which is crying over spilt milk. The Fool, the King of Cups reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. King of Wands, Nine of Wands. Virgo, hold on. Virgo. Looks like Virgo is mourning something. Virgo is still angsting over something. Definitely moving forward. Fool. Moving forward past it. But how happy you are at home and how happy you are with someone's behavior. You might be dealing with someone with depression. You might be dealing with your own depression. It doesn't feel that way. It really doesn't. It feels more like Virgo's dealing with, almost like Virgo's trying to walk through mud or walk through tar right now. Dealing with difficult personalities and not necessarily having fun at home. I don't think your time of self-isolation is bringing you peace of mind. I think it's actually you're chewing on a bone here. You're going over things and regretting and wondering, you're, again, unfortunately, the opposite of Pisces, where Pisces can see, where it's going to go. Virgo is going, oh, why did I choose that? Or if I had only done this, if I'd only done that, they're second guessing everything. King of Wands, Nine of Wands, that's again, career, work, you guys are great. It's the personal stuff right now that's hitting you, Virgo. I would give you the same advice as Sagittarius. Get out of the house, get outside, go for walks. Virgo can lose themselves in helping others, so I wouldn't doubt there's a lot of Virgos out there making masks for people. A lot of Virgos out there that are delivering groceries for people. Virgos feel good when they're helping other people. They really are. Just right now, when 2 a.m., when no one is sleeping, and no one is sleeping between 2 and 4 a.m., we're all waking up. We're all up all hours, and that's me too. Here I have all this time to sleep, and I'm so enjoying it, and yet I'm up still and up during the night. Can't get to sleep until like 3 o'clock. Because our minds are racing. Our minds are just racing. Mine too. Focus on moving forward, Virgo. Focus on the things you can't fix, Try to move past those things. All right? And that's easier said than done, I know, but you've been licking that wound for a while now. Move on. All right. Leo. Okay. So I see the Six of Wands, the King of Coins reversed, the Eight of Coins. Well, the Six of Wands is moving forward, focusing on money, focusing on work. Your head's in the right place. That's where you're at right now, bottom line. Nine of Swords reversed, anxiety relieved. Three of Swords reversed. There's anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety here. Eight of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed. But I'm seeing anxiety tapering off. Like other signs, you're like Capricorn, actually. Leo and Capricorn often get along very well. They're both leaders. They lead differently, but they're both leaders. I think Leo just wants to see things get back to normal. They want to get back to work, get back to doing what they do. Ten of Wands, there's a lot of pressure on here. A lot of Leos own businesses. That's a very common. I'm a Leo rising. I've had 4. Talisman's my 4th business. But this sense of responsibility, this sense of getting things back on track, this sense of let me get back in the saddle kind of thing, that's what Leo's feeling right now. A lot of pressure. It's all about creativity and all about career right now with Leo. I don't see financial failure. I don't see just a lot of just watching the clock and watching the news and waiting for the orders to get back in and get things going again. All right. It looks like it's not so much about financial need. Yeah, you like to work and you like making money. I don't see that being an issue. It's more about getting other people back to work, getting other things up and running, And almost like you're thinking ahead, like all the things now, that the time you've lost, projects that are due, how far back you are. That's the stuff, okay? All right. Cancer. Cancer, I have the Page of Coins reversed. I have the Empress. I have the Four of Coins. Well, I always say, we all know Cancer rules the house of the mother, and that's the Empress, the matriarch. I think for Cancer, Four of Coins, there's a sense of push me, pull me going on here. The idea of money's not coming in, or money you thought was coming in isn't here yet. Could be you're waiting for stimulus checks, tax returns. But there's an uneasiness, and also the way you make money. The Seven of Coins reversed. I don't know. I think you're looking at new ways to make money. I think that this is giving you an opportunity to think of what you want to do. The Six of Swords reversed, possibly a canceled trip, relocations, whatever you were doing there, that's put on hold. Knight of Wands upright. Four of Cups. You might also, these cards would suggest, okay, so maybe you had a summer vacation planned, but now you've been out of work, and you can't. Maybe you might have a vacation planned for June. Say, well, if we go back to work the end of April, how's that going to look? You take a vacation, you're just getting up and running again. So there's some question there, and it looks like if push comes to shove, leave Cancer, you're gonna choose work over the vacation. So there's some anxiety. What do I do with that now? You're still looking at that now, even though that hasn't come yet. Questioning whether or not you get to get away, questioning whether or not you need to just focus on work, and it looks like focus on work wins here. But for Cancer, it's frustration about money coming in, and it also a little bit about advancement, or like losing your place in line kind of thing. Yeah. So one more card. Okay, balance. You'll do the right thing. You may postpone a vacation. Again, if we're going back to work in going beginning of May, probably not going to take a vacation in June. After we've been out for weeks. All right, Cancer. Third house is Gemini. Gemini, I see the Seven of Swords reversed, the Knight of Coins reversed, the Star. Well, what's interesting here for me, it looks as though, there's no money coming in, Knight of Coins reversed, but you're also been removed from any toxic work environment. So, there's kind of a silver lining there in that dark cloud of no money coming in, is that you're no longer putting yourself out there stuck in a place you want to be. The idea of move is here, move or money, relocation, travel. There's some back and forth about that. Ten of Coins reversed, the Eight of Cups upright. The Star is here too, which is wonderful. The Star is shining on all this. But the Death card is kind of between Ten of Coins reversed and the Eight of Cups. I would want to think, one thing that makes me think of is someone who's saying, how can I start working out of the house? Is it possible to work out of the house? Because I always think of the Eight of Cups as being kind of a coming home card. Two, travel, Ten of Swords. I don't know, Gemini. You may not want to go back to the job you had or the job you were doing. I think this just kind of makes you want to be home more. And the frustration about not being able to get your job into the house. I'm not sure you have work that can be transitioned to being home-based. Not everyone does. But the idea of the Death card here would make me think you're You're thinking of ways to do what you do out of the house, or something else that will bring in the same money out of the house. But the desire to not go back to the old workplace, the old way of life, the idea of again having, again, old way of life. Geminis don't like to move backwards. That's not their thing. They are a forward thinking, technologically advanced, let's move it faster, let's get it moving, let's go forward. And this idea of, slamming on the brakes, okay, there's no money coming in, got this problem with the house, and I say got this, but the ten of coins reversed. Can't do what you do out of the house. Let me just see. Queen of Wands reversed. I mean, it just looks like you go back to work and you're working back as hard as you ever were. The Queen of Wands reversed is usually a female workaholic. It's going to be okay. But Gemini's frustrated. Okay? Taurus. Taurus, we got the Ace of Wands reversed. We got the Tower. We've got the Two of Coins. Not great. Not great. The Ace of Wands reversed is there's no new creative opportunities. There's nothing new going on, Taurus. The Tower is usually some destructive changes, and we've got the Two of Coins having you juggling the money. The Knight of Swords reversed, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands reversed. What I'm seeing here, I'm going to throw a couple more cards here just really quick. Okay. Three of Cups reversed, Four of Swords. Two things could be happening. There's no broken hearts here, and yet the Three of Cups reversed and the Four of Swords would be respite after getting out of a relationship that was bad, or the Three of Cups reversed is usually, I'm not going to lie, there's no getting on. The Three of Cups is usually leaving a relationship and the relief that comes from doing the right thing. And so this isn't even like a heartbreak. This is more of like, phew, got that over with. The Two of Wands, interestingly enough, is that job that kind of lands in your lap. I always say it's that job that comes out of nowhere. And there it is. Do I think it's a job you really wanted? I think you're going through a lot of chaos in the workplace right now. I don't see a lot of opportunities happening. And I think it's a job you would just take to have a job. Honestly, Taurus. I don't see a huge advancement possibilities, but it looks as though possibly what you were doing may have closed down, that you may be in one of those places where they're not going to recover so well from this. The Tower would indicate that they're not. I don't think you'll be out of work long, because it seems like one just kind of lands in your lap. But do I think it's the job of your dreams? I don't. Do I think you're going to take it? Yes, I do. You're going to take what it takes. You're going to take a job just because it's easier to find a job when you have a job. Okay? So you'll take the job. And I'm not sure, the Three of Cups is usually just emotion. And I wouldn't think it's like, well, you didn't really like it anyways. You weren't in love with that job. It feels like there's two separate issues here. One is the relief that comes from getting away from something you don't love anymore, someone you don't love anymore. And two, this idea of taking on a job that it lands in your lap. It's one of those jobs, again, where someone says, hey, they're hiring, put in your name, and I'll give me your, put in an application, I'll put in a good word for you, or hey, I need you to come work for me. Don't think it's 100% what you want. I don't think the advancement's there, because even though Capricorn is the climbing pro, Taurus and Virgo, they tend to want to make bank too. They're Earth signs are money. Earth is money. So, I always say think of Beyonce there. billion dollar Beyonce. It's a Virgo. But Taurus likes the security. So and the Taurus would trade excitement for security. Okay, that's one thing to remember. Taurus will trade excitement and creativity for security every time. It's very rare that the Taurus, and there'd have to be a lot in that chart in water for them to say, yeah, I don't love it, so I'm going to walk away. Not now that I'm at a job making more money or not. Aries. Aries. Well, Four of Wands reversed. The Ten of Coins and the Nine of Wands. So, I mean, the Four of Wands reverse is being stuck. It's being stuck. Career-wise, nothing really new on the horizon. Very dreary kind of card. Ten of Coins, Nine of Wands. I always affiliate the Ten of Coins with working out of the house or making money from the house. And the Ten of Swords reversed, Nine of Wands. It does speak to new opportunities, new creative opportunities, but coming out of at the expense of getting rid of others. So the Devil reversed and the Ace of Coins reversed. It's almost like Aries has got like, this works, this doesn't work. Very cut and dry. Like, I enjoy this, doesn't make much money, that's okay. No, I hate that, I can't do it anymore. That's got to go. I'm not sure how every Aries is using Six of Wands. Okay. The idea of being able to grow in a career, the idea of where's just the opposite of Taurus, like I just said, the Taurus will trade advancement and excitement over security. No, Aries is saying, where do I grow? How do I become more creative? Six of Wands, advancement. How do I move forward? It's almost like Aries was staying at a crossroads and they're just choosing to do things different now. It's just that idea that I don't want to do things the old way. Eight of Coins has you happy working, has you advancing, but I'm going to say you're taking a long, hard look at what you do and where you do it. This idea of making money in the house, at the house, and yet I see, Ten of Swords reversed, the Devil reversed, breaking away from something. It's not making enough money. Ace of Coins reversed. Integrating something new, doing something different. That's what I'm seeing for Aries. Okay, guys, that's the 12 signs. Listen, please stay safe. Please eat healthy food. Please self-regulate. Watch where you are when you're in a parking lot. This is a good time. Stay in a group. And stay 6 feet apart, of course, but don't park way far away in a parking lot. Don't keep things of value in your car. And again, I'll value hand sanitizer. Don't just leave anything laying there. People are desperate. People are behaving out of character. I'm hearing awful things, what's going on in grocery stores, name calling, people picking on what's in your car. I mean, I'm hearing the stories from people I know. So I know the stories are happening. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that people have very short fuses. It's just, is it worth a fight? I don't think so. I just don't. All right. That's all I got. Again, like and share, please. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And I guess I'm going to say goodnight. Everyone behave themselves. I'll see you next week, okay? Hopefully we'll have some good news. Talk to you later. Bye.